My name is Gabe Havernick. I'm 18 years old. I'll be turning 19 soon. I'm actually from here, but I live in Albany currently. Where it really started was at my first youth group retreat, Breakaway 2015, where the theme about the retreat was idol worship. And I just remember learning a bit about what idols really were. Blaine was sitting on a rock. I walked up to him and I just said to him, I thought idols were just statues. And he and I started to talk about that. I kind of grew up with this idea that I guess I probably just go to church every Sunday and say the Lord's Prayer before I go to sleep, and I guess I'm good. Later on, I figured out that that's not exactly how it works. All these Sunday school stories I used to hear all the time, all of a sudden there was a lot more meaning behind all of them. Because going to church every Sunday is not what gets you into heaven. Jesus always loved us, even when we don't always love him. He died on the cross so that we could ask him for forgiveness if we wanted it. And then on the third day, he rose again and he defeated death. Our bad deeds are put on his shoulders and they're taken away. So now all we have to do is just accept him into our hearts. I still sometimes have a tendency to want to make something more important than God. But now I think that every time I am tempted to idolize something, or maybe even end up idolizing something for a short period of time, I always come back to the realization that these idols are meaningless anyways because they're temporary. I think that as long as I remind myself that Jesus has gone through basically every bad thing that there is to go through, it's comforting because I know that he understands what I'm going through. Throughout my life, I've always had this feeling that some people might not understand me, but I know that at least God will always understand me. I want to give a shout out to the youth group because I would say that was probably the first place where I actually felt like people were just accepting me for who I was. I would talk to Ben a lot. Tiffany also led the youth group for a year, so sometimes I'd talk to her as well. I definitely would talk to Blaine, and then when I joined Epic, I would talk with Jason and Alexander a lot. My pod, because they genuinely care about me. The reason why I want to get baptized is because I want to get into this full-heartedly. I want to do this for God. I genuinely want to show God that I'm serious about this.